She's pretty light, pretty responsive. You can see I don't have heels on. I don't have spurs on because it's not necessary on her at this point. Maybe when you hit that real final finishing stuff, when she's all finished off, you know, she might hit a point where you say, oh, we got to put some ball spurs on because you don't want to have to work too hard at it. After all, it is supposed to be Western pleasure. So Western pleasure means we don't have to work so hard. That's the horse's job. So to make it look easy and fun. When you get the horse in the right proper balance, it really does make it easy. Like with this little thing, this little gal, China, she can make it really simple and easy and fun when she locks into that spot. It's like hitting a tennis ball right in the middle of your racket, just boom. When you hit it just right, it's just easy, and you've got a fastball right off the bat. But if you don't and you hit wood, you feel that in your elbows. Just like with a horse, if you get them in the right position, it's easy to ride. It's not a problem. You don't have to push and shove and have thunder thighs. You don't have to have any of that stuff. She's a simple ride, easy cues, basic stuff. A kiss for a lope with one little foot in the back, and you just ask her off. When she's going along, leave her alone. Or if you need a little something, I let my leg kind of do the natural brush on her, the outside leg. And I don't stick my inside leg out. I keep it in by her because that kind of guides her, shows her where her boundaries are a little bit. I do that with all my horses. I just kind of keep my legs there. I don't lay them on them, but they can brush on them and do all that kind of stuff. She's not going to be all funky, goofy, you know, stuff like that. She's good. I don't not use spurs because she's afraid of them. I don't use them because at this point in the game, somebody used them at one point a little wrong, and she learned to brace against them. So when I took that excuse away from her, she got lighter and easier and softer, and then I had a prettier mover on my hands. Right now at this point, this side is a little easier for her. She won't make it sound like it's easy, but it really is. This side I just kind of pump out a little bit more because she's got a little more strength this direction, a little more balance. She's a little more set back this way so that she can stick her nose out. The other direction is catching up really quick. She'll be a very balanced, equal-sided horse. You won't have one really good side and one bad side with her, which is nice. And she's not given all the collection that she's going to either. She will become a very pretty top-lined horse. Easy. When she finishes that connection over the top. So that just gives you a little idea. I might take her back and forth a little bit here for you so you can see that she'll pick up and not, you know, be bratty about it. I think she's going to go better in a bit than she does in the snaffle. Just the way the snaffle breaks in her mouth, I think she'll do better with maybe a soft, low-ported spoon, something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see when I get her. She's never had the bull, and I wished I could out because I think she'd really stick that nose out and relax more. Yeah, that's good. So, and she's really light on it. So, you know, that gives you a little. Like I said, she still has to rock back a little bit more on her butt, which will make her a little smoother in her legs and give her a little prettier top line, and it'll slow her speed down even more. She's not a motored horse. She just, if she rushes, because she gets herself off balance. And as she's strengthening up, she can be a very pretty horse out there. Easy. Like I said, going this direction to the right is her little weaker side, and it's not going to be an issue in the future If it's at the tip side, that was a little bit more wider, a little bit right side. But it won't take long. It's already cut up tremendously from what it used to be. So. Hopefully this gives you a little idea kind of what she's about, what she is, and how cute she's going to be. There we go. And that's her. That's China. That's a little update of where we're at right now. Great-minded horse. She's not spooky. You know, she has moments of ADD, slight ADD, not real bad. And it's not because that's her personality. It's just because that's her lack of exposure. She's a trainer's horse, so she's a back burner horse. She's like the mechanic's car. It just doesn't get done. So what you see in training on her is done in spurts, like 2 weeks here, 2 days there. We're talking a month off in between. She's one that can sit for a month or two, and you can take her out, and she, you know, put her on the lunge line for 15 minutes, and you can take her out and do whatever you need to do. She is a really sweetheart that way. I don't know, she feels like she's standing goofy here. She's a very straight horse. I think she's going to look really good do really good for showmanship. So, and she's just got that pretty look that I think will work for showmanship. So anyhow, that's her. If you have any questions about her that you want answered, just let me know. Thanks. It's 218-251-2470.